Let's explore how to host applications on a Cisco Catalyst 9300 switch. This is a cool new feature that might be a game changer for your team. First, companies these days are constantly trying to do more with less. I know you probably dislike that phrase as much as I do, but it's part of the corporate lexicon. If a business pays big money for a piece of gear, they want to realize the full value. Rather than a switch only being a switch, you can host applications on it, potentially reducing additional capital investments in computing platforms. This edge computing technique is especially useful at branch sites. Also, by hosting user-facing services closer to users, performance will improve. This naturally enhances the user experience. Think back to the previous clips on HTTP caching. If you have an app that isn't HTTP-based, consider using Cisco Catalyst app hosting as an alternative way to bring content closer to users. Even for HTTP apps, putting them closer to clients brings similar benefits to using a CDN. The solution supports native Docker containers, making it very easy to install off-the-shelf Docker apps or perhaps a custom app. Because the platform is x86 based, the hardware is capable of running any x86 compatible app. This includes the GlobalMantix CRM app we've worked with extensively across many courses. Much like Kubernetes, Cisco DNA Center can orchestrate the deployment of these apps on the Catalyst 9300 switches. For example, if a microservices app is distributed across a network with the web front ends being deployed at the edge, DNA Center would facilitate the deployment of the web service. I'm not going to turn this into a sales pitch, but here's how it works at a high level. I'll use our upcoming demo as an example. The switch has strict separation between the computing environment and the regular switching activities. This provides a high degree of security because if one environment is compromised, it doesn't affect the other. Interconnecting these two environments are individual 1 gigabit Ethernet connections per container, providing high-speed performance to each component. At the time of this recording, a detachable and password-protected USB adds an additional 120 gigabytes of storage space for applications and their data. Network devices traditionally don't have much disk space, but when they double as computing platforms, additional space becomes a necessity. I imagine this number will increase in future hardware generations. From the switch's perspective, the virtual interface named AppGig Ethernet provides connectivity to each app. Keeping it simple, individual devices can be placed in specific VLANs, then bridged to other ports. In the demo, we'll put the app on the Sandbox Management VLAN so that I can access it from my laptop. In our case, that's VLAN 4000. From the container's perspective, we will assign ETH0 to behave like an access port in VLAN 4000. That will allow me to browse to the CRM app homepage across the DevNet VPN. The Catalyst 9000 isn't the only platform that can host apps. Cisco IoT equipment, namely the industrial routers and switches, also support app hosting. These tend to be smaller and less capable devices that are physically ruggedized. Small monitoring apps, like performance testers or machine controllers, could be hosted on these platforms. Much like the Catalyst 9000, the Integrated Service Router and Aggregation Service Router series also support app hosting. For branch sites that don't have Catalyst 9000 switches handy, these routers make good hosting platforms. All of these products have platform-specific nuances that would take many hours to cover in depth. I suggest using the individual DevNet learning labs and sandboxes to explore products relevant to your specific line of work. In the next clip, we'll focus on the Catalyst 9000 by using it to host our CRM app.